It is actually very easy to say that I am a confident person, that I believe in who I am and what I can do. But the truth is that is not the case. There are days I wake up feeling horrible, feeling locked up in a space that is so uncomfortable, entangled in emotions and feelings that I cannot describe, the ones that suffocate and drain you to a point you feel like you're not alive, just existing in a pointless and draining state of emptiness. And in such moments sometimes, I am afraid to stare at the mirror. And when I do, I tear myself apart. I judge myself. My eyes only seeing the parts in me that are not right, making everything about me feel so wrong. And that is honestly because beneath the confidence that I sometimes portray, there is an unpeeled layer of insecurities that I battle with every day. I'm insecure of the things I've not yet mastered the courage to talk about. I'm insecure of the things that changes my mood whenever I hear them being talked about.
Ricky, I can deeply relate to what you're talking about. You see, one will never understand what insecurity feels like if they've never been in that awkward moment when you're showing someone an old photo of yourself, and at that particular moment you realize you're wearing the same shirt as you did in the photo. You see, I don't come from Meru, but sometimes I find it hard to stay away from the mirror. My existence sometimes feels like a mirage. I know what you're thinking. I'm motherly, right? It's not because I surely want to look perfect, but because that's the only time I can face myself man to man. Sometimes I hardly recognize myself because I'm covered with a reflection of insecurities that haunts my image. Many times I may be right, but still my insecurities make me feel left out. Sometimes I hardly reflect my true colors because I've painted myself with the color that other people once read. So that's why I'm sometimes left in the blues. You see, there are times I smile, but deep down I'm wearing a frown. Sometimes I expect so much and I'm often left down. I'm not a soldier, but I have fought many battles with myself, trying so hard to win myself from the hands of my insecure ways. But many times I lose, not because I'm weak, but because my insecurities drain my energy away and leave me full of imperfections.
You know, insecurity is not just an imperfection. No, it stems deep into a belief that people will not accept your flaws the same way you have not yet learned to accept them. So each time you face the mirror, you face a reality that you want to escape. It's like facing your worst enemy and you have to make a choice, whether to accept them or battle them for the rest of your life. And I have realized that I've been viewing myself through a broken glass, judging myself based on what I see through those cracks. The altered view of myself is what I've perceived for a long time to be the actual view. I've been seeing my flaws as my identity, my failures as my potential, and my insecurities as my real personality.
Brother, insecurities are the worst calamity. See, I'm not a loser, but many times I'm often defeated with simple statements in the battlefield of my mind. Like, what will they say about me? What if they don't like? So these words are like a sword and they always tear me apart, making me erase a part of myself so that I can satisfy them instead of being me. So that's why at times I dress to address their expectations. You see, I'm not a magistrate, but many times I do judge myself. Sometimes I feel I'm not good enough, forgetting that being me is just enough. Ricky, what have you done differently?
You see, I'm learning to see myself differently. I'm learning to see myself through a glass that reflects all the good in me, not to avoid the obvious fact that I am not perfect, but to appreciate the good and the beautiful side that is also me. And if I would change anything about me, I'll change my eyes so that I can constantly see in myself what God sees in me. Because I know God does not see an insecure human being. I know He sees an unexplored universe of love and beauty that He carefully bestowed within me. So these days, I no longer fight my insecurities. I'm learning to explore the beauty of my existence.
Indeed, the first step of self-belief is acceptance. So I also started accepting me for who I am and not for what others think I should be. You see, no one can be better than yourself because you're the best version of yourself. So when someone wants to dictate how you should be, remind them that you are the masterpiece. So master yourself in peace. So instead of feeling embarrassed of that beautiful stretch mark, feel proud because God drew a lightning on your skin. That means you're destined for the skies. So before someone despises you because of your accent, remember, God used Moses as stammerer. So it all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you if you allow it, because nothing holds you back as your own insecurities.